What's up, brother?
What's up?
That felt weird. What's up, boys?
Wednesday.
Special idiots, special podcast,
Yeah.
special takes.
Well, it's the first time I've been called special today.
Won't be the last.
Yeah, that's valid.
Well, before we get started last week, we're rusty. Didn't do introductions, and I feel bad because now nobody knows our names. Right? Yeah. So if you're
Nice to meet you. My name is James.
no, he's not. No, audio listeners.
Oh wait, no, I'm Joe.
Yeah, that's Joe.
My bad.
If you've been living under a rock, Joe's kind of crazy over there. That one. Okay. I'm James,
chill.
and Joe is my younger big brother from another mother. And you don't trust a Joe.
Correct.
Never trust a Joe.
Correct.
But you can trust a magician.
Don't.
Ta-da! I didn't do anything.
I know.
But that was the trick.
I saw your nice little card trick thing, you bobber on the old ticker talkers.
Which one?
The big card where you cover.
Oh, right. From a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But have you seen this one? See, two little red, I don't know, hexagons. You take them, you squish them, and you roll, and you roll, and you roll. And you make a black ball.
Yeah. You showed me that in person.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So,
it could be like that.
What major instances happened this week? I mean, there was the Kelsey deal, right?
Yeah, Kelsey deal. Kelsey got paid. AJ Brown, Devonta Smith got some money.
Yeah. I think that it was kind of a quiet sports week. I feel like,
Caitlin Clark is still awesome. I mean, I know that.
Dude.
I mean, Zeke's back.
Okay. Did they announce what number he's wearing yet?
I kind of hope it's 15.
I feel like
I think he's going to be 21.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be 21.
See, no, part of me, because I love Zeke. I've been very vocal about how much I love Zeke. If he gets 15, I'm getting another Zeke jersey.
I mean, with all respect, I love Zeke.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah.
He's probably fourth for my favorite Cowboys.
Oh, well. I don't know if he's that high for me. He's up there for favorite running backs. He's top 4 of my favorite. No, I don't even know if he's top 4 favorite. He might be. I don't know. Because I love Marion Barber.
I only care about my lifetime, too. I don't care about anything prior.
Yeah. So that's not really fair because my lifetime does include Emmitt Smith.
I mean, mine does, too, when he was on the Cardinals.
He was winning a Super Bowl in Dallas when you were born.
I know.
You're making people think you were born in 2000.
Yep. It's so funny to say. Emmitt Smith on the Cardinals. Jesus.
You know what? That just sparked something. At the end of this, get your noodle going. Blind draft of players you forgot went to a different team. So Emmitt Smith on the Cardinals is one. Like that would count.
Okay.
So like players who like played for one team and then ended up on another team. And if you want to make it broad, all sports or just NFL, I don't care.
Okay. I'm gonna make some jokes because like I want to pick like Albert Pujols on the Angels because he didn't exist when he was there.
Here, since there's so many, let's keep this one football. Next week we can do a different baseball, and next week we can do basketball or something like that. So yeah, but oh wait, actually, draft. The draft was this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Was it?
Yeah. Caleb Williams, pick one.
Okay. All right, we got some winners and losers for sure. Actually, overall, I thought it was a very entertaining first round for sure. I actually watched it.
I did not because I had a gut feeling going into it that the Broncos were going to do exactly what they did.
Oh, we picked it, Joe. We did our mock draft and we picked it.
I know we did.
For those wondering, we nailed the first 7 picks. Six picks, and then the Falcons confused everyone, literally everyone, including Kirk Cousins.
A tackle was overdrafted above people that I think are better, so that's why I got 7 wrong there. But
that also
a right tackle going in the top 10 is wild to me.
Also fair. The Michael Penix jokes were good though, like dog seeing a left-handed quarterback in Atlanta.
Dude, like I get it, but I don't at the same time.
I don't get it at all. If anything, draft a younger one.
Okay, so here's my thing. If you believe in a quarterback and you have the pick to do it, take him. Right? That is what drives teams in this league. They believe in him. Cool. The thing I don't get is he won't play until he's like 28. And that's like just having Kirk when he's guaranteed money's going.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If you send him off when his guarantees are done, Penix ain't playing until he's 28.
See, that's what makes me think.
I don't know if that's actually true, but it feels like it's true.
I don't think this was the route they were taking before they signed Kirk Cousins. Because why do you give that type of money and then draft the oldest quarterback in the draft?
Why do you give that type of money? Every quarterback gets that type of money.
Well, no. If you were planning on drafting a rookie quarterback, why even go after?
It is proven, like statistically, quarterbacks do better if they sit for a while.
Yeah, but he's the oldest quarterback. He's going to be Brandon Weeden by the time he starts.
Yeah, I get it. I get that part.
Get JJ McCarthy.
Agreed.
Get Bo Nix.
What if they didn't think they were good? Bo Nix has started 61 games in college. 61. There are like 11 to 12 games a year. 61. My guy. He's not young.
Yeah, I don't know what the Falcons were thinking outside of like they weren't. I get the premise of drafting a young guy and letting him sit, but like he's not young, so that's why I think that's what made everybody like, huh?
I mean, I don't know the contract details. I don't know how the trade stipulations work, how much they're on the hook for, yada yada yada. If they can get out of it after a year, post June designations, who knows? I don't know.
I think they have an out after 2 years.
Yeah.
But even so, like if you are looking at a quarterback heavy draft and you think you're going to get one, Why not just stay cheap and improve elsewhere? Like keep Ritter, keep Mariota, keep whoever, and draft your guy, and then maybe make a trade for T. Higgins, make a trade for Ayuk, who seems to be maybe on the market. Like, go spend money elsewhere. That's why I don't think either they weren't thinking or this was not on their this maybe they had him ranked higher and they thought he would be gone.
I think that's probably the realistic thing.
Because he wasn't even best player available. So like Brock Bowers with the Raiders, which was what, pick 13, pick 12.
I mean, best player available. Are you including positional value? Because like then there's a potential chance that he was the best player available.
Maybe. Oh,
Because
maybe.
if like, let's say if Joe Alt was there, would they take it? I don't know. Maybe.
No, but
Malik
you
Neighbors or
correctly
Marvin
picked.
Yeah, I did.
You
But
nailed that. You nailed that for the Chargers, Joe.
It's Harbaugh, man. He's not picking a wide receiver. Not top 5.
Did you
What
see
do you
his
mean?
quote?
Offensive linemen are weapons.
I love it.
It's Harbaugh, man.
Big boys, big boys.
He comes from college. What wins in college? I'm telling you right now, it's not the skill positions. It's the trenches. Period.
Big boys.
It's period. End of discussion. Like show me the best offensive defensive line combo in college the past 5 years. You found your national championship the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Like this is just facts. Regardless. So Harbaugh's just being Harbaugh. Draft the offensive lineman and crush it.
All right, Joe. Before we pick our favorite pick or favorite or best draft, I want to know what you're thinking about the Broncos draft. I want to know how you felt when you heard Bo Nix.
Uh,
I know it was great. I know you drank a fifth of vodka. You were happy with it. 12th pick overall. Like you probably already ordered your Knicks jersey, right?
Hold up. I think I could find text messages to Shay at that exact moment.
You can probably find text messages to me at the exact moment. Maybe. Nope. Oh nope. It was Discord. I lied.
I
Not a sponsor.
remember. I don't remember.
I'm assuming this is exactly at the pick. I hate my life.
Yeah. Probably.
And I said, didn't we know this was happening? And you said, yes, the Broncos are fucking retarded. And I'm mad as hell they wasted a top 12 pick. May as well drafted a kicker. Wait, no kickers score points. A long snapper.
All right. First text from me is unalive me, and then fuck in all caps, and then what? And then I just say Knicks. Shay replies, "How do you know that?" I say Twitter. She said, "How does Twitter know already? Is this not live?" It is, but there's reporters that get tidbits before. They just announced it. I hate it. Remember Josh Rosen? The next year they drafted Kyler? Yeah, I think that's the goal. And I went off, and I understand. Like if we had the roster of the Niners, right? Cool. If we had CMC, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, an insane defense, I think Nick's is good enough. Do I think he can elevate the players around him? No. I don't. So like pick 12 makes no sense to me. Like that Brock was a 7th rounder. Jimmy Garoppolo, 2nd rounder. 3rd rounder? I don't remember. Who knows?
It wasn't a first.
These game manager types that don't elevate those around him, like at his ceiling, as much as I love the guy, his ceiling's probably Tony Romo. Like that is highest ceiling that he like could potentially reach.
It's a violation.
I'm just saying, like pick 12. That's not what you do.
Romo was undrafted.
I know.
That's still a violation, Joe. That's my quarterback.
I said as much as I love it, and I hate to say like that.
That's my quarterback.
His ceiling.
That's my quarterback.
Like there are also people that were picked in the first round that never reached their ceiling. Like Phillip Rivers is his ceiling. Phillip Rivers never reached Phillip Rivers' ceiling. So like
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, that's a bust. But like, I don't know, man. I don't hate it with how Sean plays the game or how he coaches the game. I hate it with the tools we have around him that I don't see a path to success.
Okay. I have a couple follow-up questions for you, Joe.
Yeah.
Number 1, Tim Tebow at 25, 24, or Bo Nix at 12?
I think Tim Tebow was 4th round, like quality to me. So Bo Nix at 12, because I think Bo Nix was the 2nd rounder. Like, I think Derek Carr.
Okay.
Like Derek Carr was a 2nd rounder. I think that's a hit for a 2nd rounder. He's been what he's been, right?
It really makes you happy he's on the Saints and you can kind of cheer for him, huh?
I mean, he's fine. But like, I think Bo Nix was probably like 2nd round grade for most teams. Mm-hmm. I would believe. So 12, yes, it's a reach. But Tim Tebow was like a 2 days reach.
Fair. Follow up to the quarterback situation. Do you believe Mr. Sean Payton with his comments about how he, I'm going to air quote here, tricked the Vikings to trade up for McCarthy so you guys can play Knicks?
Yes.
How so?
I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I think he fully believes this. I'm not saying he's right. He fully believes it. There is a difference. I think he has conviction. About 2 weeks ago, he said other teams are bad at evaluating quarterbacks. We won't be.
Okay.
and everybody seemed higher on everybody but Bo Nix. Conviction. Props to you, Sean.
Okay. Well, then do you believe that he was going to draft Mahomes when he still had Drew Brees?
That was rumored. That was rumored at the time, even. It was rumored that that's why the Chiefs traded up to where they traded up to. And that is also why it has not been stated very much what the Broncos have been intending. This entire draft cycle is because they thought they were a little too loose with it during that one.
Okay.
So like it checks out in a way, but like I can't say. I wasn't in the draft meetings. I have no idea.
To me, it feels weird to bring it up again.
There's certainly a possibility because they were the very next pick. And generally, when teams trade up, they trade up one spot in front of somebody they think would draft them. Generally,
That's fair.
like here's a question I had for you. Did the Chiefs snipe you guys in the first round? I see Xavier Worthy fitting very nicely with CeeDee Lamb in that offense. And he's a Texas player.
Yeah.
And they traded up one spot in front of you.
I don't think he was actually on our radar. I mean, he could have been, but I think they had the other Texas receiver on their radar.
The one that everybody thought was crazy.
Yeah, I think they were.
I think that's smarter, but that's just.
I think they had Mitchell on their radar, and also the Cowboys traded back. If they wanted him, they could have had him at 24.
Yeah, but there was still like Brian Thomas had just gone, and like
I think they were targeting an offensive lineman the entire time.
I do too.
I don't think there was. I mean,
why Guyton, dude? Like I'm a Sooners fan. Why Guyton? Don't you need a left tackle? He's had
no. Tyler Smith is a good left tackle,
but he's your guard.
He played left tackle because Tyron Smith was hurt basically.
Hey, who's playing guard?
When Tyron Smith was healthy.
No, who's playing guard this year? Who's playing left guard?
It depends on how they shuffle it. They could put Tyler Smith on the inside. I've heard that they might put Guyton on the left tackle, which
he hasn't played.
He hasn't played recently, but he has played.
I don't
know.
He's a project guy, and like I'm a Sooners fan. Love
exactly.
The guy.
He's a project guy.
Love the guy, but he is a project.
Me personally, because of how they drafted later, I'm okay with it because I love Cooper Beebe in the third round.
Yeah,
I love Beebe in the third round. That's great, and he can play center and guard, just like Jackson Powers Johnson. I
was not ready for his fall. Something has to not check out for his medical.
Something.
Well,
I love his story though.
He's been hurt in his collegiate career, so pretty regularly.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if something didn't check out in his medical. I'm wondering.
I love the Marshawn Nealon pick. Seems like a DeMarcus Lawrence replacement. Guy who could pop in, hopefully make a better impact than Mozzie Smith. Because Dallas doesn't seem like they're good at drafting the D line. I mean, they've had some hits, obviously. DeMarcus Ware, Jay Ratliff. I thought he was great. I loved him at Jay Ratliff as a nose tackle back when they did.
He was solid.
Yeah. Chris Canty, another good one. Obviously, DeMarcus Lawrence. Micah is a linebacker. I know he's edge now, but
he's delusional.
Fair.
Brown thinks he can score 20 in an NBA game. Average 20, he said. Average.
Hey, what's he supposed to say?
What CJ said?
I'm with Micah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna score 20.
Bro, you ain't dropping 1 point.
Oh, I'm getting one.
No, you ain't.
I'm getting one. I'm gonna get fouled.
No, you ain't.
Yeah.
I'm fouling out.
I'm fouling out, but I'm getting a point.
No, you ain't.
I'll shoot a 3 from half court. I'm getting a point.
Making it. You're fouling out before you make it.
I'm getting a point.
No, you ain't.
1 point.
No, you ain't.
Okay, fine. I'm getting 1 yard in an NFL game.
That I would be more likely to believe.
Okay, cool. I'm getting a first down.
1 yard to go.
Well, I'm gonna say 4 downs to get 3 yards. I'm picking up the first down.
I don't think so.
I'm getting it.
I think one of them you're getting stopped for like -2.
Give me the best offensive line in the league. Best Like not team wise. Like give me the best tackle, best guards, best center.
Okay, then maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
But then I think I could too.
yeah.
And I think you're a much better running back than me. It's just
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
that's not
I'm
asking
getting
for
it.
much, I feel like.
I'm getting. But no, I think it is funny though for Dallas because they did go a lot of defense. They actually kind of down the middle, but they went a lot of trench guys. They got three offensive linemen, defensive end, defensive tackle. They got a linebacker, like out of and a DB and a wide receiver. That's their whole draft. So of
Is
their 8 picks, they got 5 guys in the trenches.
is Jared really gonna move on from Dak after this year?
I don't know. I I don't know. I think he wants to relive the Quincy Carter days. I He doesn't remember all the quarterbacks, the Chad Henneys, the Chad Hutchinsons, the Vinny Testaverdes, from Aikman to Romo. Uh, the only positive side is that time frame was less quarterbacks than the time frame from Manning to Russell Wilson.
Listen here. And you could go Russell Wilson to Bo Nix or from
Manning to, Manning
Manning
to,
Bo
to Boat
Nix.
Nix now. Yeah. But I don't know what his plan is. Maybe he's going to retire. Maybe that's what he means all in. He's going all in. If he doesn't win the Super Bowl, he's going to retire. Maybe that's what it is. Hopefully.
I don't understand going. We're going all in. Trades back in the draft. Doesn't sign
Well,
free agents. What the heck is happening?
well, two things. Number one, he never signs free agents. Number two, trading back in the draft was excellent.
It was. It was.
It
Honestly,
it gave him an extra pick, an earlier pick, and that's how they got BB. So 100% redo that.
honestly, like one of my draft winners is strictly because of that, basically.
I mean, on me personally, I know they didn't draft a running back, but I think it's because they went straight from we got to pay Zeke, which they did, to running backs are just replaceable. Like, could they have gotten a running back? Sure, but like if this draft was like set up with like runs, right? So like we had the 3 quarterbacks go boom, boom, boom. A couple skill position players, like everything was pretty much going chalk. We got a couple linemen, boom, boom, boom. Quarterbacks again, boom, boom, boom. Linemen again, boom, boom, boom. Receivers, boom, boom, boom. The running backs had their chain in the 4th round, which is the only round the Cowboys didn't have a pick. So it is what it is. You got to deal with the hand you're dealt. I think they think Zeke, Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, who they got last year. I think they think those guys can.
Yes.
I think
Deuce Vaughn one just cracks me up. He's so little.
he's little. I kind of hope they use him more.
I do too. Hide behind those big old linemen. Just hide behind Zach Martin.
Dude, Darren Sproles, man. Like
Darren Sproles, I feel like had more get up and go to him, but I don't know.
yeah,
That's just me.
yeah. But that's kind of who. Like, I guess we'll see. We didn't really use Deuce Vaughn much last year because we were using Pollard. So maybe Deuce Vaughn is a.
I think Deuce is more like a smaller Austin Eckler.
Oh, I could see that.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but imagine trying to tackle a guy who you're behind these 6'6", 300-pound fat boys, and all of a sudden this little like 5'5", 180 nothing, just right between their legs.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you could grade the Broncos draft, what would you give them?
A-. And the only reason it's an A- because I don't like Bo Nix pick necessarily.
Okay.
I actually love the Broncos draft minus Bo Nix.
Would you have liked the if their 2nd round pick and their 1st round pick were switched? Would you like it better? Like if Bo Nix was a 2nd round quarterback?
We didn't have a 2nd round pick. If he was a 2nd round pick, I'd give it an A+. A+. Like, I'd give it the
Okay.
best grade in the draft.
Okay. I kind of like their. See, they got one of those running backs in the 4th round.
They got so.
Wow. I'm looking at the
I
pick
think
numbers.
we got like there are two steals that I think of in the draft. It's Cooper DeJean and Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin at pick 102 is insane.
Yeah.
Like, Steve Smith has him as his 7th best wide receiver in the draft.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you win some, you get some, you lose some.
I love Troy Franklin. Audric Estime, big power guy. I like it. If Javonte can't get his stuff back, I think he'll be the bell cow, and like Jaleel will be the lightning. Thunder, lightning. I like Estime. I think he's got some potential. Big dude. Getting Ellis, underknown NFL family. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
He has like 4 brothers in the NFL right now.
Yep, I wouldn't have
No,
known that.
3 brothers. He is the 4th. He is the 4th brother in the NFL currently. And his dad played for the Broncos. I like him. Troy Franklin, love that pick. The corner, really like him. Another huge thing for me is to like what has eased my notion of Bo-Nix as well is last year's center that was drafted, Alex Forsyth, is from Oregon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what 2 positions touch the ball every snap, every play?
Quarterback center.
They already have a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Already have snapped it thousands of times to each other.
Part of me think that's part of like why they did it too. Like it's a good fit in terms of for Peyton, and then you already have the chemistry with so he can just step in and like it's like don't miss a beat in terms of the exchanges.
Yeah. So that like because we didn't know who our starting center was going to be, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's kind of came out that Forsyth is going to be the starter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay. Then Bo-Nix, like I don't hate it. They already have the chemistry.
Yeah.
They know how they like to call the game for each other. Like, I get it. It's still a little rich. Like, would I have preferred? Like, I'm not even saying like don't draft him in the 1st, but like, would I have preferred if we would have traded down to like pick 18 and got him? Yeah, but like, who's to say the Raiders don't pick him then? So
Mm-hmm.
like, stick to your guns. If you believe in him, pick him.
Mm-hmm.
So they did it, so I can't like knock them for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I would have preferred almost every other quarterback. Almost.
That's fair until Bo-Nix is hoisting the Lombardi.
Yeah, I mean, I liked his phone call that they posted too. When I say almost, which quarterbacks are you thinking that I would take Bo-Nix over?
How many quarterbacks went?
So 6 quarterbacks went in the 1st round. Only other time 6 quarterbacks went in the 1st round was 1983.
The Dan Marino draft.
The 6th quarterback in that draft was Dan Marino.
Oh, so you think they're going to go to the Super Bowl, never and not
Probably.
go ever again?
Probably. You know, was the first quarterback taken in that draft?
83.
Mm-hmm.
No idea.
John Elway.
Well, he went to 5 Super Bowls, and he won 2.
He went to more than that, just not as a player.
Fair. Touche, good sir. So if I had to grade the Cowboys draft, I think I would also hover around the A minus. They didn't get a running back, but I mean,
I think that's why I'd go B+. Is like I understand getting Zeke, but I'd probably go with B+, just because
Yeah.
they didn't get a running back, and like I see that as like a dire need, and I think the reason they didn't is because Jerry was so upfront about like
Jonathan Brooks.
Brooks. He was so adamant about it.
Yeah, I think if he was there in round 2, they would have taken him over Neeland. But I'm
What pick
glad
do
it
you guys have in the second?
56.
So he went like what 9 spots out of you?
I think he went 46 to the Panthers.
Okay.
So 10. I think it was a solid 10.
I thought it was 45, but I couldn't know.
That would be 11.
Oh yeah, math. Math ain't mathin'.
The
Been a long
math
day.
ain't mathin'.
It's been a long day.
I feel that. So you mentioned Cooper DeJean, right? Yeah, you said that was.
Oh my God, Howie!
Well,
He
I picked
can't
it.
keep getting away with it.
I picked Cooper DeJean to the Eagles, even if it was in the wrong round. I still picked it because it was a good fit, and I still believe that. But fuck the Eagles.
They got CB1 and CB2, and James Palmer was on a podcast that I was listening to, and he said, "Don't be surprised if they go after Justin Simmons too." And I'm like, that secondary went from absolute zero to like, what the heck is going on here? Real quick.
My only I don't know, my favorite pick for the Eagles is Jeremiah Trotter Jr. I think that's cool. Same thing with the Steelers last year.
My favorite pick,
Getting Joey Porter Jr. I think it's cool that a team drafts father and son.
My favorite pick is just because I saw the video of it, and I hate it, but like I love it at the same time. Did you see the Brendan Rice stuff?
Oh yeah, but the funeral.
Yeah, he was at the funeral for his best friend, and he gets a phone call. Like, I was bawling at work.
Yeah, no, that's
sitting in my car on break, and I just started crying. I was like, I'm so happy for this kid.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I couldn't even imagine what like, man, that's.
So I'll say that's my favorite pick. Especially, I didn't think he would go that late. So
Yeah, he did kind of slide a lot. He was available for all 32 teams, multiple rounds. But any other needy receiver.
I think it was also just like a wide receiver rich class. Like I
It
think,
really was.
I think
And
that's
big
why
boys.
they slid quite a bit. Because like I'm dumbfounded that we got Troy Franklin as late as we did. Dumbfounded by it.
You know what I'm dumbfounded by?
What's up?
What are the Bills doing?
Tell me why you're saying this, because I actually like enjoy it.
You enjoyed what the Bills did?
Yeah.
So what I don't understand, first off, why are you trading with a team that you can't beat? Second off, you trade back again, and then you have a lot of receivers at your disposal at the first pick in the second round. You go Keon Coleman, which, don't get me wrong, I loved his interview. His like, oh, guess where I got this jacket? Everyone's all saying like Sephora or all these like expensive places, and he's like Macy's. I love Keon Coleman. I love Florida State. I mean, they're not hook 'em horns, but they drafted one running back and they lost all of their running back or one wide receiver, and Gabe Davis is on the Jags and Diggs is on the Texans. Like, they're just gonna run double tight ends with Keon Coleman.
Khalil Shakir kind of showed out at the end of the year.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, he did in the playoffs. Like, he was the number one after Diggs disappeared halfway through the season.
I mean, yeah. Well, they also switched. See, that's what also makes me wonder if they're really switching with their offense, because they went from Josh Allen throwing the ball and basically guaranteed to pick a game to where they just ran the ball.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it because I think they're doing a culture shift.
That's fair.
Like these guys have basically like hitting, like been climbing the mountain, get knocked back down, climbing the mountain. We need to do some changes, drastic changes. Okay, let's go do those drastic changes. Minus like Josh Allen, because Josh Allen is absolutely insane. And so I respect it. Like take the shots, do what you think you need to do. Like, cool. Do I understand the issues that a lot of people have with Keon Coleman? Yeah, I get it. But I don't think anybody looked as good during the catching drills as him at the combine. He looked fluid.
Yeah, I like Keon. Keon's a good receiver.
Like I don't think he's got like this truly elite speed and everything, but like the testing is not the feel for the game. He goes towards the ball. Like in those catching drills, he was the one attacking the ball, not letting it come to him. He was attacking it. Like I like how he plays. I have him be the deep threat, and like Dalton Kincaid can be the short to intermediate guy, and I think that's solid. Like that's the thing I'm fighting back with on like the whole. They don't have a number one wide receiver. They kind of do. They spent a first round pick on a tight end last year.
You think they're going for the Chiefs model?
I mean, what has beat you the past 6 years?
13 seconds.
But like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I think Dalton Kincaid is probably the one now, and I don't see a problem with that. He's an exceptional route runner.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, I'm just more like,
instead of going air raid on it, like just go West Coast. They've been air raid. Air raid isn't working. Go West Coast with it. And honestly, I kind of like how their West Coast scheme is starting to shape up. Like they got all these young guys. Maybe they can grow with Josh Allen.
Maybe. I guess we'll see. This is one of those quick on the fly. You got to do something, so knock it out, right?
They were literally the team that I said I think did good by trading down. Like, what were they going to do at pick 28? I don't have faith in Xavier Worthy. Dude has small hands. He's super fast. He's a better route runner than John Ross and everything. He's got really small hands. He's small. Like, I understand you can't teach speed. He can break the game. Yeah, he can. He also can fumble it. Like, I don't know what to say on that. I wouldn't have gone with him. The only one I would have stayed in the first round to take is Ladd. That was up there. I love Ladd McConkey. He's freaking awesome. He's the only one I would have stayed in the first round to take. But he went what? Pick 3 of the second round or something like that.
I don't even remember who he fell to.
He went to the Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
In which that terrifies me because I think Ladd's freaking awesome. I think he's a more athletic Cooper Kupp.
There we go. Los Angeles Chargers or...
Yeah, I don't like it. James. I don't need 2 freaking teams killing the draft.
And they got Brendan Rice too, so it's like...
Yeah, I think those will be their 2 outside guys, minus Quentin Johnson, who can only run one route tree from one spot on the field.
They didn't even need wide receivers. They got Simi Fehoko. The GOAT. Simi Fehoko.
The A shocker one for me wasn't it Blake Corum went to the Rams? I feel
I
like
believe
Blake
so.
Corum.
Yes.
Which
Pick
are
83.
they going to re-sign Kyron? Then?
I mean, Kyron wasn't he a rookie last year?
No, that was his second year.
Oh. I mean, they might have the same running backs are replaceable.
Kyron killed it last year, dude.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, they might still have the same aspect. Running backs are replaceable.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the trend we're going to see. Instead of people paying them, they're going to draft a new one every 2 years.
You know what? I miss the old guy that asked me about the Steelers at Foremost.
You want to talk about the Steelers for him, Joe?
Yeah, dude. They had such a good draft. They are just attacking the O-line, and I've been like, their offense, like they drafted a first round running back with no offensive line. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Najee Harris is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome.
Now they're getting
an offensive line, and Arthur Smith is the offensive coordinator.
Well, he didn't run Bijan, so
Yeah, but he ran Derrick Henry, who is more like a Derrick Henry build, Bijan or Najee?
I don't know. He just got fired for not running the ball. So
No, he ran the ball a ton, just not with Bijan.
yeah, exactly. Who was a first-round draft pick?
Yeah, but I mean, Tyler Algier is more of the power back. He likes the power back.
Well, then what the freak were they doing drafting Bijan then?
GM drafted Bijan, not the head coach.
Well, maybe the GM has a dream with Michael Penix Jr.,
Bijan
Robinson, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts. Which, if you didn't know,
Pitts is the highest pick of that group.
So if you didn't know, wasn't Bijan?
Well, I thought
Kyle Pitts was fourth.
I thought so. Yeah, he was fourth.
I think if I remember correctly, I think the Atlanta Falcons are the first team in 4 straight drafts to draft quarterback, wide receiver, running back, and a tight end with their first pick.
Probably.
Because Pitts was 4 years ago, then it was Drake London, Bijan, and now Michael Penix. So, yeah, it was all in all. I think most of the teams did very good. I can't think of anything that was really crazy other than Michael Penix.
Arnold taking the stage.
Oh, for the Lions, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
That was dope.
I like him. He's got personality that I enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm fond of him.
Dang.
I hope he succeeds in this league, but I also hope that because he's also a Lion and your boys root for the Lions. Come on, you can reach it. You can reach it. Your boys root for the Lions.
All right, yeah, we're the Indiana Fever Detroit Lions podcast.
Heck yeah,
let's go. So yeah, a lot entertaining draft for sure, but let's talk some playoffs. I only got one thing to say. The Lightning are out, so let's go Florida Panthers.
I don't know anything about it because my life has been consumed with the NFL draft.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll just make this quick. Joe, the Avalanche they won yesterday.
Yeah, I knew that they won their last game.
Was that the end of the series? Did they win the series? They did.
Heck yeah, let's go.
They won gentleman's sweep.
Heck yeah, let's go.
All right, there we go. And that was the NHL playoffs. Pretty good recap, if you ask me. But who? All right, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Love it. Now transition over to the NBA.
This I know a little bit more about.
All right, so the Lakers were sent home.
About time. Thank God.
Lakers are done. Pacers somehow have not closed out the Bucks, who last game was without Giannis or Dame. The Heat are they're done. They're cooked.
Yeah, last I saw they were down 20 tonight.
It is 110-75. But to be fair, the Celtics had Derek White legacy game in like game 3 where he got like 38 points.
Yeah.
And was like shooting lights out from the arc.
Yeah.
So I mean
the Heat are just like they make the playoffs because they work hard. Like they're not a playoff team. Like realistically, they made the finals last year because they worked hard.
Mm-hmm. I mean and that's fair. They earned that shit.
Yeah, they're cooked. Nuggets, I love Jokic. I love him so much.
Yeah.
I keep like having like TikToks pop up on my For You page that it's just people like playing basketball like Jokic, and I'm just like, yes, this is what we need. We need people to like learn basketball the way Jokic plays.
Yeah. Yeah. But what's crazy about the Lakers Nuggets series is that the Lakers led for 90% of total time, and then the Nuggets just won.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, that's the only time the score matters is when that clock hits 0.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, kudos to them. They're clearly the better team, probably front runners with the Celtics to make the finals. So. I said probably. You have someone taking out the Nuggets or someone taking out the Celtics?
Someone taking out both of them. Nuggets first, then Celtics.
So you have the Thunder taking out the Nuggets?
No, give me Ant-Man.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Watching him, it just reminds me so much of young Wade.
So you have the Nuggets losing the next round.
I love Ant-Man.
All right. I ain't gonna fight it, Joe. I like it.
Plus, bring a championship up to Minnesota. They need one.
Would it be considered a slap in the face if the Timberwolves won the title and then Ant-Man goes, anything is possible?
But my God, I love the way he plays the game so much. It's just that reckless abandon, but also control at the same time. It makes no sense when I'm saying it, but like if you watch him play, you understand. And they just took down the juggernaut.
The Suns were never any person with a brain could see the Suns were just a good starting 5 with no bench and no point guard.
With no defense.
They didn't have anything. Like
they have no defense whatsoever.
Which Kevin Durant legacy kind of starting to be bad.
I mean, what do you mean?
Like, so a couple years ago, I think, and fair, uh, Kevin Durant was probably where would you rank Kevin Durant all time? Right meow.
Greatest or best? You know how I distinguish things. Greatest or best?
Outside of talent. So best.
So greatest?
Greatest, yes.
Rough estimate, like 17.
Okay, so outside the top 15.
Yeah.
So where would you rank him as best?
I mean, he's more talented than Larry Bird. Like, he's probably top 7.
Intriguing. I think there's a chance he doesn't get within the top 20.
I think there is too. He's moving down.
That's what I don't I love Kevin Durant, obviously, hook 'em horns. But if he doesn't go to Golden State, he doesn't have a ring.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally has not won a playoff series since leaving Golden State.
Mm-hmm. I'm well aware.
So, like, is he a number one? Like, is he just a really good Robin?
I mean, probably he's a really good Robin.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. Kyrie's the same way.
I think when he was in his prime, he didn't have a Robin.
What's his prime?
When he had Russell Westbrook as his number 2.
You don't think him averaging 35 in the finals is prime?
I don't think he was the number 1 there. I think he could have been, but like he wasn't. Steph was the number 1. Like that was Steph's team. It was not. It was not Durant's team.
But Durant was the best player.
He was, but it was not Durant's team. It was Curry's team.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, this just turned into slander for Russell Westbrook because he's not a Robin. I would take Jamal Murray right now today over prime Russell Westbrook.
Over the triple-double Russell Westbrook?
Yes, I would take Jamal Murray today over prime Russell Westbrook as a Robin, because Russell Westbrook doesn't have the mentality to be a Robin and doesn't have the talent to be a Batman.
His athleticism to be a Batman.
Correct, but he doesn't have the talent.
I feel like you just described me, Joe.
No.
I could be a Batman.
Go dunk it. Go dunk it for me right now.
I don't have a hoop. Otherwise, I would. I throw it down.
But yeah, every championship team needs a Batman or a Robin. Every single one.
Mm-hmm.
And KD's never had a person that is willing to be a Robin for him. Like the closest thing he had was Kyrie on the Nets.
And they were never there.
They were never there. And Kyrie was getting in his head that he thought he was a Batman too, and he's not.
Yeah. He also was flat earthing everybody.
Yeah.
He seems to be doing well with Mavericks right now, so I mean,
that's because Luka is ungodly good.
Yeah. So I think it's safe to say that Heat have officially been eliminated. It is currently 118-81 with 41 seconds left. And with that, the 2023 season is now ended.
Yep.
which is kind of low key good because then now I don't have to pay attention to the NBA playoffs.
I mean, I still will. Just basically the players I like.
Yeah, I'll pay attention, but I won't like watch. If that makes sense.
The more I've watched this playoffs, the more I've come to realize there are certain players in the league that I currently enjoy watching. It's just they are not on the big name teams that are generally televised.
You know what? I wish we could somehow have a Thunder and Timberwolves finals. That's what I would want. I feel like that'd be awesome.
Can I just say? Shay
No.
loves this commercial. Loves it.
Shy.
The Shy and Chet commercial. She loves it. I can't stand that commercial.
I don't have commercials, so I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't watch basic.
I thought you got cable.
That doesn't mean I watch it.
Oh. What a girl wants. You know the song?
Yeah, of course.
They say what a pro wants.
Oh, I think I have. Yeah, I think I have heard. Yeah.
And at the end, Shy is like, a little flat, but we'll get better. And I'm just like, a little flat. A little. Chet's voice is flat, always. I can't stand it. I can't stand the commercial. It drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely insane. But I do really like what the Thunder has done, committing to the rebuild and then following it through. I quite enjoy what the GM and the organization is doing. They probably need a vet leader before they can ever win the championship.
Would you like KD reunion? I know I talked about it last week. KD, could you imagine? KD goes back to the Thunder. The LeBron goes back to the Cavs.
I don't know that I'd hate it.
KD to the Thunder?
But I don't feel like he has the right mentality for those guys. The right mentality for those guys is honestly like if he played Kawhi, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, like they don't need the alpha scorer guy. They need the 3-and-D wing. The vet 3-and-D wing. They need a Mike Miller. You know what I mean? You're just sitting there clicking.
Oh no.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think of like other players that I think would be good.
It's not working. Dang.
I
can't hear anything right now.
You can't hear anything?
No, I unplugged my
because you wanted to play the video for me. You know,
yeah.
I could have just gone like this and just muted it, right?
A little flat. We'll get better.
I hate that commercial so much.
You want to recreate it right now, Joe?
No, I hate that commercial so much. It drives me absolutely insane. But the Thunder, I think they're probably 2 years away. Shai's really talented. I think deserving of the MVP. Chet needs to put a little bit more weight on him, I think, in my opinion. But the way the league's going right now, they're probably okay.
So, you know what a pro wants and what a pro needs.
Deep breaths.
The Sewers won and the Tigers lose. What's the Sewers?
What's the Tigers?
I don't know. I just went Detroit. Hello, person.
What up?
They just pop in, leave a comment, and leave. What just happened?
Probably.
What is this?
I don't know. But I love it.
Anarchy! Anarchy!
Puzzle Vision, please stand by.
I don't know what that is, but I love it. Well, what does a pro want?
What they need.
That's whatever makes them happy. All right, so you like the Thunder? You like the Timberwolves?
Well, I don't know that I like the Thunder. I like how they're building a team. The Timberwolves, I don't necessarily like them. I like Ant-Man.
That's fair.
Anthony Edwards is awesome. He reminds me of Wade. He reminds me of Baron Davis. I also saw another sports TikTok, right? And it was basically saying, you know what? We need to just start believing the old heads, because in like 20 years, nobody's gonna believe us when we say that Jamal Murray was just ice cold in the final 5 seconds, like lethal. No, nobody's gonna pay attention to this. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna look at his stats and be like, dude was mid. But he's awesome. It's kind of like Mr. Big Shot.
I'll show you a big shot.
Checking my snap.
Babyface Assassin. That's a great nickname.
Smiling Assassin.
The Slim Reaper.
Tarantula?
Both great ones. Both great nicknames.
I always loved Tarantula more than the Slim Reaper.
I just love the Slim Reaper because he hated it. Tarantula is my favorite. The Tarantulas. Yeah, let's go Kevin Durant back to the Thunder. Let's make it happen, Captain. Make it happen, Captain.
The Knicks really let me down by not just closing out the game and sending the Sixers home.
Well, to be fair, Joel Embiid's still soft, but he also has the palsy, so he's kind of like paralyzed.
Soft.
SAWT. So a couple haters.
But Maxi's awesome.
Yeah,
I like him.
He had his own little Reggie Miller moment.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's cool.
Yep.
Because I mean, if it wasn't for that, I mean, the Sixers are going home. So I mean,
yeah. There's a lot of young guys in the league that are kind of showing out this playoffs, and it's exciting to see, because
all the old people are gone.
Well, we're at the time, like Durant, LeBron, Curry, these guys are gone in a few years.
Well, LeBron's teasing about it being this year, but
good.
I think he's gonna try to play with his son, then he'll retire. But he said post-game interview that like he's like, I don't think I'll ever be bad, so I just gotta one day it's coming. Hang him up.
Bronny declaring for the draft dumbfounds me. Like, I get it. Some team is going to draft you simply because of your name. But, like, you couldn't get on the floor in the NCAA. What makes you think you're going to get on the floor in the NBA?
Oh, he's a terrific prospect. He needs some shaping up. But I mean, kudos to him for going through what he went through, and with his heart condition, and even getting back on the court, which is wild.
Yeah, but like even prior to that, like he is not like one of the top prospects. Like even without the heart thing.
No, he's not.
So it's dumbfounding to me.
Well, he's LeBron by name only.
I don't get it. Some team is going to draft him though.
Probably because they want LeBron to go there.
Probably. Do it, Thunder. You won't.
All right, so I think you know what we should do. We should do our own draft.
Our own draft.
Our own draft.
I have not looked up anything.
Players you forgot were on a team. NFL edition. Played for. And I just want to they had to have played in the regular season, so Jerry Rice Broncos does not count.
It doesn't?
No.
That's stupid.
Because technically he didn't play for the Broncos.
I'm upset.
Was that going to be your first one?
It was. All right, who gets first pick?
I'll give it to you.
You give it to me?
Give it to you.
Do I feel like being mean?
Do what you need to do.
Then I'm picking Emmitt Smith 1.
That's fine.
Because I have always found that hilarious.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. So for me, because I obviously I know that, but I have a different Cowboys player that I'm going to pick.
Larry Allen?
No.
Oh, that's a good one though too.
That is a good one. Him on the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Jason Witten on the Raiders.
Yeah. Are you writing these down somewhere? Because I'm not.
Nope, sure not.
Oh, maybe I should. Okay. I'm gonna go with a Longhorns great, Jamal Charles on the Broncos.
That's fair. That is fair. I need to look this up because I'm pretty sure this is right, but I want to make sure he played a regular season game.
Oh, I'm
no, I know he did. I know he did for the Broncos, but I'm not for mine because I just want to one up you. I want to say Jamal Charles on the Jaguars.
I believe so.
Yeah, 2 games.
I believe so.
2 games on the Jaguars. There we go. Yeah, take that, punk.
I'm sure.
Which one's weirder? They're both pretty weird because that's a rival.
Yeah. Third round. Give me. God, my mind is just going to Broncos.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other teams, but I gotta pick my guy. My guy. Give me Champ Bailey on the Saints.
Okay, that's weird because I was also going to say a player from the Saints. That's weird.
Yeah.
That is. Give me Adrian Peterson on the Saints.
Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Hmm. There were 2 teams. Who was it for? Give me Jared Allen on the Panthers.
Okay. Okay. How about Tomlinson on the Jets?
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know how many players have we picked. I don't remember.
That
I
was
don't know
4.
what's happening.
That was 4.
That's 4, so we're on our
Yeah.
final one here.
Yeah.
We're on our final one. That is. I'm wondering if I should do, because that's not like what is it? What, players you forgot played for NFL. Okay, this is more recent. I don't know that it's forgotten about, but I still find it like
Weird.
yeah, because like I only picture him in one jersey, but Marshawn Lynch on the Bills.
Yeah, that's fair. He was drafted by the Bills, but
Yeah,
that's fair.
like I just it's
Yeah, that's fair.
Hmm.
So my last pick. Going prime time on the Redskins.
yeah.
I vividly remember him being on the Ravens. So that's why I didn't choose the Ravens, even though that was like he retired and came back. But him on the Redskins just sounds dirty. I don't know.
Others I thought about Steve Atwater on the Jets.
I was gonna say Tony Dorsett on the Broncos.
Yeah. Sean Alexander.
Washington.
Washington, yeah.
Ed Reed on the Texans.
There's like a lot of running backs I feel like you can do this for.
Yeah. I mean, you could go Peterson on the Titans.
Yeah. He hasn't played yet, but you can do Royce Freeman on the Cowboys.
You should Brett Favre on the Falcons.
Yeah. Yeah. Kurt Warner on the Packers doesn't count because he never played, but it's still funny.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of like you could do Randy Moss on the Niners. That's a weird one.
Yeah.
It's weird that the Niners literally had all 3 of the top 3 receivers in NFL history on their team at one point, and 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
They had Rice and Owens together, old Rice and young Owens.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to think of like more guys.
More random. Jerome Bettis on the Rams. I know he was drafted by the Rams, but still kind of weird to.
Doesn't feel right.
I'm
trying to think of like team specific. Like who would be your Lions guy?
Being on a weird team.
Yeah, like I'm. That's what my brain's going. Like who's a weird one that's like he was a lion? Like I'm going like team specific with it, and it's like messing with my head.
The only one that really stands out, except for that it is kind of known, because I feel like people who play for the Lions are just on the Lions.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a good thing. But Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
But it's kind of known that he was a tight end. Because I mean, when you think of the Lions, you think of Stafford, which everyone knows he's on the Rams. Barry Sanders, only a Lion. Night Train Lane was a Ram, I guess, and he was also a Cardinal. Night Train Lane on the Cardinals. No, was it
I thought he was
one
on
of?
the Niners.
I'm not 100%, but I know he was on the Rams and the Lions. I think he was on both of their teams for like 6 years, and then he was on one team for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, pick your poison there. Yeah, because Barry and Megatron both played. I mean, in like 5 years, T.J. Hawkinson on the Vikings.
Yeah.
I guess no, T.J. Hawkinson on the Lions in 5 years. I said it backwards.
I can't think of his name.
Who? What position?
Wide receiver.
For
Jax?
the Jags?
Yeah.
Zay Jones?
Wasn't he? No. He wasn't the guy that was on the Lions.
Oh,
What's his
Golden.
name?
No,
Golden Tate?
I don't think he was
No.
on the Jags.
No.
Golden Tate was on the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I don't think Golden Tate was on the Jags. Torrey Holt on the Jags is a good one. That's a
Yeah.
Isaac Bruce on the Niners.
Yeah. That's
Just knock
another
out
top. That's another top wide receiver that was on the Niners.
Yeah, but yeah, that's fair.
Marvin Harrison on the Cardinals.
Was he on the Cardinals?
Junior.
Touche. Touche. Touche.
Well, Marion Barber on the Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, he's forgettable in both places unless you're a fan of the teams.
I love Mary Barber though.
The only reason I remember was because he was brought up earlier in the podcast.
Yeah. He was actually a part of our first podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
Dang. R.I.P. Greatest 2-yard run ever. Broke like 12 tackles to get 2 yards.
Yeah. He ran angry. Gotta appreciate those kind of guys.
Love it. Love it. Marion the Barbarian. Also a great nickname. All right, so I think next week we do NBA or MLB. Same
NBA.
draft.
NBA.
Same draft. All right, so next week, same draft, NBA. But other than Caitlin Clark being awesome, I just don't think there's anything else to say.
Asta.